Beside them was a baby bottle filled with clear liquid. He'd hoped it was just water. She slid on the bed next to him. Open up. Having little choice, he did as he was told. It was water all right. Mostly. Tea had kind of a weird and funny taste to it. You drink this all gone, and I'll explain. Douglas started to gulp it down, just to get it over with. Gently. Mommy doesn't want her little baby getting a tummy ache. He slowed it down to a sip. He'd been cowed so easily. He never thought this would be possible. But here he was being force-fed a bottle on the threat of spanking, right after his girlfriend had diapered him. She must have seen the blush rising to his cheeks at the thought of his predicament. No need to be embarrassed, she told him. You're just sippin' on your BABA as all good babies do. Douglas tried to ask why, but he only got out some gurgles for his trouble. Melissa squeezed the bottle a bit more the moment he started trying to talk. His tummy gurgled, starting to feel overfull. Something else was feeling overfull. Still, she clearly understood what he was asking. I've just been thinking, she said gently, a hint of malice and mischief in her eyes. I've been treating you all wrong these last couple of months. You don't go to work. You don't clean up after yourself. You don't pay for anything. You just eat and drink and sleep all day. Does that sound like boyfriend material to you, Douglas? Douglas couldn't argue, and not just because he wasn't quite halfway done. Another cramp hit him. This might not be all water. So I'm gonna treat you the way you've been acting, she continued. Like my little baby boy. She bopped him on the nose, playfully. His stomach was really starting to hurt. His body was telling him something, but Doug really didn't want to listen. No. Finally, he finished, and she took the baby bottle out of his mouth. Whether it was spiked or not, the bottle was doing a number on him. His stomach was hurting and he desperately needed to void his bowels. But no. Not in his pants. Not in a diaper. Not like this. Why the cage, he groaned. Melissa pinched his cheek. Because you've been a bad baby. Mommy had to take away her little boy's favorite toy. She gave him a kiss full on the lips. Naughty whittle baby. The slacker grimaced and groaned. Even with the intestinal cramps and the rapidly filling bladder. Oh, you noticed that? Melissa said in a squeaky high voice. That's one of the ways to make sure you cooperate and be a good baby. If you try and leave or misbehave, and act like a big strong man, she giggled, I'll have something to put on the internet, and everyone will know just what an adorable whittle boy you are. Damn. She had him dead to rights. Any fight he might have had went to cower in the back corner of his mind. Still, he did struggle against his bonds. Oh, I know what that means. She almost crowed. She put a hand on his stomach. Be a good baby, she whispered. Use your diaper. He wouldn't. He couldn't. He mustn't. Her hand thrust down into his gut. Too late. His body started to take over, rude noises erupting out of him as sloppy wet farts, and more than farts began to leak out his backside. No, he screamed. He struggled, he whimpered. He clenched his cheeks and held his breath and slammed his body down against the mattress, trying to use basic physics to counter his treacherous biology. But his new mommy was quicker and smarter. She started to undo his bonds, starting with his legs. For a fleeting instant, Douglas wondered if he was being shown mercy. Far from it. Don't worry, baby, she teased. Mommy will help. With one quick heave, she shoved his legs up towards the ceiling and back towards his chest. His butt was now pointed away from the mattress, and the final bit of pressure pushed him over the edge. The floodgates opened as Doug's body finished its ultimate betrayal. Helplessly messed himself, just like the infant he was dressed as. New.